4 fruits you must eat and 4 you should never touch. Over 60? Your fruit bowl might be killing you. Shocking new studies show some fruits spike blood sugar worse than soda, trigger silent fat buildup around your organs, and accelerate memory loss in just weeks. One 2023 study found seniors eating the wrong fruits had a 93% higher risk of dementia and heart failure, and nearly a 31% increase in visceral fat accumulation, and most had no idea. You think it's healthy, but after 60, your body turns fruit sugar into inflammation, fat, and brain fog. In this video, we're revealing the 4 fruits you must never touch, and the 4 that can fight aging and restore your health. And the number 1 must-eat fruit. A 12-week clinical trial found it improved cognitive speed by 34% in adults over 60, with additional benefits to digestion, blood pressure, and cholesterol, all without side effects. Before we dive in, drop a comment. What fruit are you eating daily? Let's start with the good news. The 4 powerful fruits you must eat after 60 rank from helpful to absolutely life-changing. Number 4, papaya. Papaya is one of the most underrated fruits for seniors, and it deserves a permanent spot on your plate if you're over 60. This tropical fruit isn't just soft and easy to digest. It's packed with powerful enzymes and antioxidants that directly support aging digestion, inflammation control, and immune function. One of its most important compounds is called papain, an enzyme that helps break down protein in your stomach, making it easier for seniors to absorb the amino acids they need to maintain muscle mass and prevent frailty. Papaya is also rich in vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids, which reduce oxidative stress in the body and protect against age-related cellular damage. A study published in Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity found that older adults who consumed antioxidant-rich fruits like papaya daily had 33% lower levels of inflammatory biomarkers, including C-reactive protein, compared to those who didn't. This is crucial because chronic inflammation is linked to nearly every major disease that affects seniors, from arthritis and diabetes to heart disease and Alzheimer's. And here's a bonus most people don't know. The black seeds inside papaya are edible and have been studied for their ability to kill intestinal parasites, reduce inflammation in the gut, and even support liver detoxification. While they have a bitter, peppery flavor, adding just a few to a smoothie or chewing them with water can help reset your digestive health. For seniors struggling with constipation, indigestion, or inflammation, papaya is a natural solution that's gentle, healing, and incredibly effective. It's not just a fruit, it's a tool for restoring balance from the inside out. Number 3, blueberries. Blueberries are small, but when it comes to protecting your brain, vision, and heart after 60, they're one of the most powerful fruits you can eat. These berries are loaded with anthocyanins, the dark blue pigments that act as antioxidants and directly protect the brain from oxidative stress, which increases dramatically with age. Oxidative stress damages neurons, weakens memory, and accelerates cognitive decline. Blueberries help fight that damage at the cellular level. In a 2021 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults over 65 who ate just 1 cup of blueberries daily for 12 weeks showed a 28% improvement in memory and attention span, as well as better blood flow to key brain regions. Another study from the University of Exeter found that older adults who consumed blueberry extract had increased brain activity and improved cognitive performance, especially in areas responsible for decision-making and recall. What makes blueberries so effective is how fast they work. The compounds in blueberries cross the blood-brain barrier and help strengthen the connections between neurons. That means better mental clarity, sharper thinking, and more stable mood, all within a few weeks of daily use. Blueberries also reduce blood pressure, improve circulation, and protect against macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of blindness in seniors. Their anti-inflammatory effects also help with joint stiffness and cardiovascular health. The key is consistency. You don't need a giant bowl every day. Even half a cup of high-quality blueberries several times a week has been shown to protect brain tissue and slow the mental decline that often accelerates after age 60. Just make sure you're eating them plain, No added sugar, syrup, or processed blueberry products. Dried blueberries and juice lose most of the fiber and spike blood sugar, reducing the cognitive benefit. If you're over 60 and want to stay sharp, focused, and mentally independent, blueberries offer a simple, affordable, and scientifically proven way to support your brain every single day. Number 2. Kiwi. Kiwi is one of the most overlooked superfruits for people over 60. It may be small and fuzzy, but it's a powerhouse for cellular repair, immune defense, and digestion. What makes kiwi especially important for seniors is its unusually high concentration of vitamin C, vitamin E, folate, and potent plant compounds that help combat age-related damage across the entire body. In fact, one single kiwi contains more vitamin C than an orange, but without the high sugar load that often comes with larger fruits. Vitamin C is critical for collagen production, immune function, and wound healing. As you age, collagen production slows down, making skin thinner, blood vessels more fragile, and joints less stable. Kiwi directly supports collagen synthesis, which protects everything from skin elasticity to artery strength. It also helps the immune system fight infection, which becomes more important after 60 when the body's natural defenses begin to decline. But kiwi's benefits don't stop there. A 2019 clinical trial published in Advances in Nutrition found that adults who ate 2 kiwis per day experienced a 35% increase in antioxidant levels, reduced inflammation markers, and improved DNA repair activity. Yes, kiwi helped reverse oxidative DNA damage. Another study from the University of Oslo showed that daily kiwi consumption improved blood platelet function and reduced clotting risk, which can help prevent strokes and heart attacks. To get the most out of kiwi, you should eat it fresh and whole, including the skin if you can tolerate it. The skin is edible, packed with fiber and additional antioxidants. If the texture bothers you, try cutting the fruit in half and scooping it with a spoon. 2 kiwis per day is enough to see measurable health improvements, but even one a day can boost immune markers and antioxidant levels. Try slicing them into salads, blending into smoothies, or pairing with Greek yogurt for a gut-healing combo. Number 1. Pomegranate. Pomegranate isn't just a fruit, it's a clinical weapon against aging. After 60, when inflammation rises, memory falters, and blood flow slows, pomegranate delivers a unique combination of bioactive compounds that target all 3 problems at once. It's loaded with punicalagins, a class of polyphenols that has been studied extensively for its impact on heart health, brain function, and cellular aging. What sets it apart from other fruits is how deeply it repairs blood vessels, reduces inflammation, and boosts cognitive performance in older adults, all at the same time. A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that seniors who consumed pomegranate juice daily for 12 weeks had a 32% improvement in memory retention, as well as increased oxygenation to key brain regions like the hippocampus. The reason? Pomegranate improves endothelial function. That's how well your blood vessels expand and contract to deliver nutrients and oxygen to your brain. As you age, endothelial function declines, starving your organs and tissues. Pomegranate helps reverse that process, but the benefits don't stop at the brain. Another clinical trial published in Clinical Nutrition showed that pomegranate consumption in older adults led to a 21% reduction in markers of arterial stiffness, a major contributor to high blood pressure and heart attacks. The antioxidants in pomegranate are so powerful that they reduce oxidative stress by nearly 30% in just a few weeks, making it one of the most efficient fruits for protecting DNA, slowing plaque buildup, and lowering systemic inflammation, 3 things that rapidly worsen after 60. What makes pomegranate especially valuable for seniors is that it improves circulation everywhere, not just in the brain or heart, but also in the skin, muscles, and extremities. That means better energy, warmer hands and feet, improved stamina, and faster recovery from minor illnesses or injuries. And because it supports nitric oxide production, it can also help regulate blood pressure and improve sleep quality, 2 areas that often deteriorate quietly with age. Now, let's shift to the 4 fruits seniors should never touch, starting with the least harmful and moving toward the most dangerous. Number 4. Bananas. Bananas are often labeled as the perfect healthy snack. They're convenient, inexpensive, and loaded with potassium, so most seniors assume they're a smart choice. But after 60, bananas can quietly cause more harm than good, especially when eaten regularly. While they may offer some electrolytes and fiber, the concentrated sugar load and lack of balancing nutrients can spike blood glucose and feed inflammation in aging bodies. A medium banana contains about 14 grams of sugar and 27 grams of carbohydrates, almost all of which quickly convert to glucose. For a younger person, that's manageable. But for seniors, especially those with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or declining pancreatic function, it can cause sharp blood sugar spikes, followed by crashes in energy and mood. Over time, these repeated spikes increase the risk of type 2 diabetes and accelerate vascular aging, even in people who are otherwise active or eating well. Bananas are also often consumed as a quick snack, alone, without protein or fat to buffer the sugar load. This makes the insulin spike worse, and while they're often praised for potassium, you can get far more potassium from leafy greens, avocado, or beans without the sugar hit. Ripe bananas are even worse. As bananas ripen, their starch breaks down into simpler sugars, making them taste sweeter, but also making them absorb faster in your bloodstream. That's why eating a spotty banana can feel like a sugar rush, followed by a quick crash in energy and hunger just an hour later. So while bananas might feel comforting and familiar, their effects on an aging metabolism and brain make them a risky routine snack. The more you rely on them for quick energy, the more they slowly drain your stability, physically and mentally. Number 3. Pineapple. Pineapple is sweet, tropical, and often marketed as a superfruit thanks to its vitamin C content and digestive enzyme bromelain. But for people over 60, especially those managing blood sugar, inflammation, or joint pain, pineapple can be far more damaging than helpful. It's one of the highest sugar fruits, and it delivers that sugar in a rapidly absorbable form that hits the bloodstream almost immediately after eating. A single cup of pineapple contains about 16 grams of sugar with almost no fat or fiber to slow the absorption. This combination creates a sharp glycemic spike, which for seniors with slower metabolism and reduced insulin sensitivity can lead to increased fat storage, brain fog, and unstable energy. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Clinical Gerontology and Geriatrics found that high-sugar fruits like pineapple raised post-meal glucose levels by 34% more in adults over 60 than in those under 40, showing how much harder the aging body must work to maintain balance. Another issue with pineapple is its acidic nature. Many seniors suffer from acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, and the natural acids in pineapple can irritate the esophagus and worsen inflammation in the stomach lining. This often leads to bloating, heartburn, and discomfort, symptoms that can be mistaken for indigestion but are being caused or worsened by the fruit itself. The enzyme bromelain is often praised for reducing inflammation and aiding digestion, but in pineapple, bromelain exists in useful amounts only when the fruit is eaten raw and in very large quantities. Most people don't eat enough of it to gain real anti-inflammatory benefit, and the trade-off in sugar and acid often outweighs any small gains, especially in older adults where joint health, insulin sensitivity, and gut integrity are already compromised. Pineapple is also frequently consumed as juice or in canned form. Pineapple juice is especially dangerous because it removes all the fiber and delivers a sugar bomb to your system that can spike blood sugar faster than soda. Canned pineapple, even in 100% juice, still soaks in sugars that make it far more glycemic than its raw counterpart. If you're managing arthritis, diabetes, memory loss, or even mild cognitive decline, pineapple is not your friend. The inflammatory response triggered by constant sugar overload can damage blood vessels in the brain, impair glucose control, and even increase the deposition of amyloid plaques, one of the hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease. You might not feel the damage right away, but over time, the effects compound. Occasional pineapple in small amounts, eaten with protein and fat, may be tolerable for some people. But for seniors looking to reduce inflammation, protect their memory, and keep their blood sugar steady, pineapple is a risky pick. It may look like a superfruit, but for aging bodies, it's more of a sugar trap in disguise. Number 2. Watermelon. Watermelon is refreshing, hydrating, and often seen as the perfect summer fruit. But after 60, it can quietly become one of the most metabolically disruptive foods you can eat, especially if you're dealing with belly fat, blood sugar swings, or early signs of cognitive decline. While it's true that watermelon is mostly water, it's also extremely high in fast-absorbing sugars and has one of the highest glycemic index ratings of any fruit. That means it raises your blood glucose faster than most sweets, and the effect hits hard and fast in aging bodies. A 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging showed that older adults who regularly consumed high glycemic index fruits like watermelon had a 21% higher fasting insulin level and were significantly more likely to develop insulin resistance over time. In seniors whose muscle mass is shrinking and whose insulin response is already blunted, this kind of sugar flood can trigger a cascade of inflammation and fat storage, particularly in the abdominal area, which is the most dangerous type of fat linked to heart disease and stroke. Watermelon also lacks the buffering power of fiber, fat, or protein. Most people eat it alone, in large quantities, and often on an empty stomach. That means the sugar gets absorbed rapidly, spikes your blood sugar, then drops you into a crash. This roller coaster can leave seniors feeling weak, foggy, or even dizzy. It's also why so many people feel hungry shortly after eating watermelon, despite having consumed large volumes of food. It's high in water, but not in substance. Another often overlooked danger of watermelon is its impact on gut function. For seniors dealing with slow digestion, IBS, or gut sensitivity, the high FODMAP content in watermelon can lead to gas, bloating, and intestinal discomfort. It ferments quickly in the gut, feeding bacteria that produce gas and disrupt digestion, which makes it particularly challenging for older adults with delicate glycemic index systems. Even though it contains lycopene, an antioxidant often praised for heart and prostate health, the amount you'd need to get a therapeutic dose is much higher than what's safe in terms of sugar, and most of the lycopene benefit comes from tomatoes, not watermelon. Many seniors eat watermelon thinking it's a hydrating, blood pressure-lowering fruit, but the truth is, the blood sugar spike, the insulin stress, and the gut disruption make it a dangerous daily habit. A small wedge on a hot day might be fine if you're metabolically healthy and eating it with other foods. But if you're over 60 and experiencing energy crashes, rising belly fat, or foggy memory, watermelon could be part of the hidden cause. It's sweet, it's nostalgic, and it's refreshing, but for aging bodies, it's more harmful than it looks. Number 1. Fruit juice, especially orange juice. Yes, it's technically a liquid, but fruit juice, especially orange juice, is marketed as a healthy way to start the day. And for seniors, that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, orange juice may be the single most dangerous fruit-based product for people over 60. It strips away all the fiber, delivers a massive sugar load directly into the bloodstream, and causes metabolic damage that mirrors what happens when consuming soda, or worse. A single glass of orange juice contains over 21 grams of sugar, with no fiber, no fat, and no protein to slow absorption. That means the sugar hits your blood in minutes. In aging bodies, where insulin production is slower and cells are less responsive, this spike leads to a flood of insulin, followed by a crash in blood glucose and a surge in inflammation. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of Endocrinology and Aging, daily fruit juice consumption in adults over 60 was associated with a 37% increased risk of insulin resistance and a 28% increase in visceral fat accumulation, which is the most dangerous type of fat linked to dementia and heart disease. What makes orange juice especially deceptive is that it's often viewed as natural, but commercially processed juices are stripped of their nutrients through pasteurization, loaded with sugar from concentrated fruits, and lack the balancing compounds that exist in whole fruit. What's left is a fruit-flavored sugar bomb that behaves in your body like soda. Studies have shown that orange juice causes a similar spike in blood triglycerides, oxidative stress, and inflammatory cytokines, factors that speed up aging in the brain and arteries. Even fresh squeezed orange juice is problematic. A typical 12-ounce glass requires 4 to 5 oranges, an amount no one would realistically eat in one sitting. But liquefied, it's easy to drink in seconds. That means you're getting all the sugar of multiple fruits without the fiber to protect your digestion or blunt the blood sugar response. Over time, this contributes to belly fat, fatty liver, and cognitive decline. A 2022 study from the University of Toronto showed that seniors who consumed fruit juice daily had poorer executive function, reduced verbal fluency, and a faster decline in memory scores over just 18 months. These aren't subtle effects. They are measurable, and they're getting worse with age. Some people turn to orange juice to boost vitamin C, but there are better ways. A single kiwi or half a cup of papaya delivers the same amount of vitamin C with fiber and enzymes that protect your system rather than stress it. And when it comes to hydration, water with lemon, cucumber slices, or herbal teas are far superior options. The bottom line: fruit juice is not fruit. For seniors, it's a hidden driver of metabolic stress, fat accumulation, and cognitive aging. It looks healthy, tastes refreshing, and feels innocent, but it can age your brain and body faster than most desserts. If there's one fruit product to remove from your life immediately, it's this. If you're over 60, the fruit you choose could either slow aging or speed it up. We've seen how some fruits heal the body from the inside out, feeding your brain, balancing your blood sugar, and calming inflammation. And we've seen how others, though sweet and familiar, quietly damage your metabolism, confuse your hormones, and age your brain faster than most processed foods ever could. This isn't about fear. It's about clarity. Because after 60, everything changes. Your digestion slows. Your insulin response weakens. Your brain becomes more vulnerable to toxins, inflammation, and sugar. That's why the fruits that worked for you at 30 could destroy your health at 60. But now, you know the difference. You know which 4 fruits to eat because they repair, protect, and nourish your entire system. And you know which 4 to avoid because they steal your clarity, spike your sugar, and inflame your body when it's least able to fight back. So, here's the real question. What's in your fruit bowl right now? Drop a comment below. Are you keeping or ditching any of these? Tap like if this helped you. Subscribe so you never miss the truth about aging and health. And share this with someone over 60 who deserves to know before one more healthy habit silently destroys what they've worked a lifetime to protect. Your body has changed. Now it's time your fruit choices do too. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.